Hello my friends, you're on my channel Sphere of Interest. Thank you YouTube for not blocking. I told YouTube here. This time I want to talk about the possibility of the new world war appearance in the world. And I want to introduce the situation in the Ukraine on the 14th of March of 2022, then the mind of ex-commander-in-chief in Eastern Europe of NATO militaries, of NATO armies. So, and in the end, I want to tell my own mind on the things, on the happening things, and the I suppose the some kind of corrections in the future forecasts in the nearest future. So let's start about the situation in the Ukraine. There are many, not all, but around 20% of the territory of Ukraine is now under Russian control. This is the mind of the official representatives of Ministry of Defense, of Department of Defense in Russia, of Igor Konashenkov. So also the cities of Kherson, then Mariupol, then Sumy, Kharkov are blocked, are under siege, and people are in the Ukrainian side are fighting really manly. They deserve real respect. This happens because nobody was expecting that they will fight this way. But there are also lots of refugees, more than 1 million already left Ukraine and are going to leave and trying to leave, of course. Many people coming from the west, let's call them mercenaries, who are fighting on the Ukrainian side. That is the my friend's mind who is fighting there in the Ukraine on the Russian side as a tank driver. I'm not going to tell his name for his safety, but this is what I get now. You know, my mind is against this war, nobody needs it, but we have what we have going on. So to my mind and to the mind of the Mr. Sheriffs, Mr. Richard Sheriff, who was ex-commander-in-chief in the Eastern Europe of the NATO troops. We both, and not only we, I suppose many other followers we have, think that this war, to the Putin's mind and his surround, should last for about a week, because many people were telling about this will last for a week, we'll get them all, they will surrender, and so on and so on. This is not happening. And so I also heard that many Russian troops don't want to fight. They go for being captured by Ukrainian troops, and also the airborne forces. They don't understand who are they fighting, who they are fighting with, because nobody is killing Russian language there in Ukraine. It is a free country. We changed its course. It is there. How to say that? It is their mind what to do with this. Okay, that is what we have in the Ukraine. Now the mind of the Mr. Sheriffs, and later my mind. Mr. Sheriff says that Putin sees that his attacks in the Ukraine is going lower, and getting longer and longer. Of course, we also know that Russian forces trying not to kill the civilians, but this is the war. Both sides are killing civilians who stay somewhere in the fire guns or have fire guns with them. So, Mr. Sheriff thinks that Putin will use all his power to attack Ukraine, and trying to do this. Now, as I know, it's not the true, or it's not a false, but the news I got from different sources say that Russian artillery starts attacking, bombing the cities just to ruin them and to let the all territorial militia and the military Ukrainian forces go out of the cities and to surrender. And also it's interesting, the same the mayor of Nikolaev says also the same to Russians to get surrender. Okay, but we have what we have. So Putin will try to use all his power, and if this war in Ukraine is successful, he will also think about something like to go to Kaliningrad, fighting with Lithuania, Latvia, and Litva to make a land corridor to Kaliningrad. I'm not. This is the mind. I'm not agree with this man. Ukraine is not part of the NATO, and NATO is trying to support it, but can't do anything with this. NATO is asked to make a non-fly zone over the Ukraine, but this would lead to a direct conflict with Russia, and the nuclear war will be 100% break out between NATO and Russia, and this will lead to the full apocalypse. So this will not happen, I suppose. So now we came to my own mind about these things. Mr. Sheriff told a lot of things, including this, and he also told that Putin is an old guy sitting in his bunker with the mind which can't value the situation sober, let's say this way. He can't value the situation correctly. He doesn't understand what he does now. And moreover, he is super angry on everybody, and he has an access to a red button. That makes all of us seriously disturbed and worried, and not only people around the world, and also in Russia. And many people in Russia even don't understand what's going on, and some of them are trying to fight for the Russian troops, and I have found out different signs like Z and V and Glory to Russian Army signs, and some of them are trying to counter the other part. They don't want this war, and they want to stop it immediately, as soon as possible. The Western sanctions really hit the Russian economy. There are no new computers now. They are already sent through the other countries, but they cost huge money. And the things with the phones, with microelectronics, with the new planes, now we seriously think and discuss how will we fly even inside the country. There will be the problems with aviation are really serious. I used to talk with some engineers from the Russia Air Company, and they told me a lot of things. If you want, I will make the video about this branch of civil life, civil aviation. In the next video, if you want to, just let me know. I will make a little conversation with him. They still live in the hotel where I work. And about the risks of the World War III starting. To my mind, it is still low. Even once Putin told that the nuclear powers are on a high alert, and this even China told Putin, "What are you doing? Stop, man! Don't say these cruel, evil words. The war in Ukraine is not a nuclear war, and ununderstandable and unusable, and nobody understands what is it done for. On the contrary, made the Ukraine one country, and the whole other people who were afraid of the war ran away. They always ran away from any country. And so if the Third World War starts, nobody will live, and I suppose the life will restart its existence only in the places where no people, like Siberia. If it starts, I hope no, and the possibility of it to start is pretty low, still pretty low. It's now the emotional play to my mind. And what I can also say about this is that Putin will not start the war with the NATO countries or in Baltic countries, and the oligarchs and those who are close to Putin, I suppose exactly to those who are close to this old and some who has some problems with his mind. We really hope those people will stop him and let him go to resign. But anyway, in politically, it is super possible, it is still possible that the territory of Ukraine will be captured with the usage of other countries. Or the second way, now there is a historical chance to stop all this shit. I'm sorry for my English. To stop all these bad things happening around, and to make Putin to resign the power, and to give the free Russia to develop itself, its own, and to normalize the relations between other countries, to make them better. As I always say, the thin peace is better than hot war. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day. Bye.